Shalom, Israel. I'm preaching novels of 1,000. Tamayam. I got with me preaching novels of 1,000. Sharadazah, and we are teaching the I.S.U.P.K history and news. All right. Back in the past, of America, it was a time that Donald Trump called black people, not Donald Trump, Salakia, America, like Joe Biden, probably him too, but a lot of, important people that's up in the White House, they call black people super predators. Donald Trump for sure called my Mexican brothers rapists. But if you go back in the past of America, and even recently, you will see who is really the super predator of the earth. Okay? My Mexican brothers are not rapists. The real Uncle Chester, child molester, is who you put in office. And we got so much evidence on him tonight. All right, Sharadazah, you got the articles. He gonna pull them up, But Donald Trump got a lot of charges accused against him for touching children, trying to molest young girls. All of these so-called white celebrities, white officials, important people that's in the White House. They have done so much in this place called America, but will have the nerve to call somebody else a super predator. To call somebody a super predator is to say you're the top of all predators. But who preyed on black people on the shores of Africa to make us work for free? Huh? And turn us into slaves and to molest us of our heritage and our culture and, take advantage of us every day and night. Take advantage of us. Every time you look around, you prey on black people day and night. You prey on Haitian people, Mexican people, people of color, black and brown people day and night. So as soon as you get out your bed, you praying on a person of my nation, man. Black people don't prey on you. We serve you. We serve you, even when we don't want to. I don't like serving you, but I serve you when I have to get up and go to your job site. But you prey on us. You prey on our condition. You prey on our weaknesses by pumping drugs in our neighborhoods. But you want to call us a super predator. Every time I look around, there's some kind of white cop preying on a black and brown person in America. And you found out he had no reason on doing what he did, but he did it. Like Sonia Massey. Huh? Freddie Brown, Trayvon Martin, you have a track record on preying on people. You so much of a super predator, you prey your own people. All right? And we got it right here of Donald Trump and his sexual misconduct allegations, man. What's the name of that woman, Sharadazah? At the time, she was a little girl. She was 13 years old.
I think it was Katie Johnson.
Katie Johnson. Katie Johnson was 13 years old. And, she tried to file a lawsuit on Donald Trump. It didn't go through. You know why? Because rich white celebrities get away with crime. Not rich black celebrities like Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, Puff Daddy. I'm not condoning nothing they do, but when rich black people do things like this, they might get away temporarily, but America always put it back in their face. Your president had 34 felonies, and he still became president. Huh?
Right.
America, how much of sexual misconduct they did to the slaves, men and women, and got away with it. White society get away with crime. We don't. Ask Emmett Till. He would never receive justice. That white woman that lied on him, she got away with telling a lie. And she was bold enough to tell the whole world she was wrong and Emmett Till was right. And they did nothing to her. Why? Because white society don't pay for their crimes. But my people do. That's why it's so important that we separate from them spiritually and be nothing like them. Because when you try to be like them, you're going to be incarcerated. You're going to be in the graveyard. You're going to be a junkie high on drugs on the streets. You're going to be accused of being the villain of the earth while they hide their hand and never will expose that they're the villains of the earth. The true and real super predators of this planet. All right? So let's read.
Donald Trump sexual misconduct allegations. Since the 1970s, at least 25 women have publicly accused Donald Trump of rape, kissing, and groping without consent.
25. But he got away. Why? Because he has white privilege. And he has money. And he's a white celebrity. All right? And he will always get away because America supports this sexual misconduct. America supports the real super predators. When you try to be a super predator or a predator or try to live like them black people, you're not going to get away. They're going to make sure you don't get away. They'll go all the way back 30 years and find you guilty for something you did 30 years ago, you know, when you forgot all about it. Bill Cosby. You know, they wait till you forget about it and try to get all blackly black with your black power. You try to embrace your people and have, you know, give black people some kind of, you know, special seat in America, try to rise them up in this place. They're going to sit you down and remind you, hey, you remember what you did? Huh? That's why it's so important to always keep a clean name. Never try to be like them. Because they're going to make you pay for trying to be like them. Black people, we must separate from America because the spirit of white society is destroying us. That spirit that we put inside of us when we go to that Christian church, it's not the spirit of God. It's the spirit of white society. And they make you pay when you try to be like them. Be like the Most High God, man. Keep his laws, statutes, and commandments. You know? So you could withstand the trial and tribulation these damn devils gonna bring to you, man. So you don't have to be like Bill Cosby and R. Kelly them, man. Come into the I.S.U.P.K and learn how to walk in the spirit of the Most High, man. That's how you defeat these devils, man. That's how you separate from America. Because that Christian church don't have the spirit of God in them. Notice something. Donald Trump, all these rich white people that's in white society, they get away with crime and murder. And our people look up to them. Who are our people that look up to them, Shabbat Azar? These pastors.
Right.
These Christian pastors try to be just like these people that's in office. And these pastors, they get away with it, don't it?
Yep.
They get away with molesting children in the church and, you know, in the choir. And the Christians support it. They support it. They support super predators. Your pastor is a super predator. Your president is a super predator. You understand? But don't you be a super predator, black man. Don't you be like them. All right, read on.
Looking under women's skirts and walking in on naked teenage pageant contestants.
Ooh, wow. Damn, man. This is our president, man. Well, not my president.
Right.
But he has the nerve to call the Mexicans rapists. He's past a rapist. He's a pedophile. Yeah, he's a pedophile. So the next time he talks, just know you listening to an Uncle Chester child molester, man. That's who you listening to when he tell you about the problems of America and all these new laws he making. He don't need to be in office, but he's in office because this is who white society wants to lead, because this is what they like.
Yep.
They love messing with children. And they want you to do it too. But don't you ever try to join black people together and Hispanic people together and make them one. They'll remind you whose side you was on. Huh? They'll remind you of who you are. Don't forget beside yourself, man. Don't ever think that you're going to join them and then go back to your people and try to uplift your people after you've been with the devil. Oh, they're going to remind you who you were. All right? That's why it's best to change your life and be something new on this earth. All right? And being a Christian is not it. All right? This is the Christian spirit right here. Molesting little children and not saying nothing about it because this person has a place of authority on this earth. Let's get to the main part. When he say when you are a rich celebrity, you could do whatever you want. Let's get to that main part, Shabbat.
It says, in October 2016, 2 days before the second presidential debate with Hillary Clinton, in a 2005 hot mic recording surfaced in which Trump was heard saying that when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything. Grab them by the pussy.
Say the box.
Grab them by the box.
Yeah, say it again over. Then say that.
God, it says, Trump was heard saying that when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything. Grab them by the box.
Wow. Read on.
The incident's widespread media exposure led to Trump's first public apology during the campaign and caused outrage across the political spectrum.
Yeah, that's what he said. When you are a rich celebrity, you could do anything. If you're a rich white celebrity, you could do anything. Not if you're a rich black celebrity. You can forget about that. We've seen too many examples. All right, y'all see the Diddy trial that's going on. All right, so let's get that next article, Baba Kashaw. I'm gonna try my best to run through the articles. Know what I mean? To prove my case about the Trumpster, the super predator, and just him, neither. There's a whole bunch of them. All the rich white celebrities in Hollywood, the CEOs, I've got the one that owned Playboy Mansion, Shabbat Desire. I forgot his name.
Hugh Hefner.
Imagine the things they do.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, Hugh Hefner.
Yeah, just imagine the things that they do.
Right.
R. Kelly, Puff Daddy ain't got nothing on them. Hell, Puff Daddy and R. Kelly, they learned this stuff from them. Bill Cosby, he learned how to date rape women from them, from the oppressor. Our people learn how to oppress each other from these oppressors, man, from these pilgrims. We get our behavior and our spirit and our demeanor, everything that we, do in this place called America, we get it from these damn pilgrims, man. And they don't want to accept that, man.
Yep.
Yes, black people do got predators in their communities. Black and brown people, we got predators in our communities, but we don't have super predators like Donald Trump. They are super predators. Why they are super predators? Because they are predators that get away with being a damn predator. How you become super? Because you learn how to become strong and prey on the innocent and always get a success in it. You successful at it. Our people are not successful at being predators. They get punished for being predators. But these predators in white society, they don't get punished. And they become great and mighty and become your president. They own Hollywood. They become great off being a predator. Black people don't become great being a predator. They don't. They get deported. They get lied on. You know, some of our people don't even do this type of stuff. They get lied on by these damn super predators. You know, that's why it's so important that we understand that we are not a part of America. We are not American citizens, man. All right, let's read.
Woman suing Trump over alleged teen rape drops suit again.
That means she tried to do it twice, and he got away. He got away. Why? Because he has money and he has power. He has real power in America. You see where he sit at? He been president twice. Huh? Every week that goes by, he's making a law, a new law. I have not seen a president in all my life make so many laws like Donald Trump do. You know, he got the whole world to believe that my Mexican brothers are rapists. But look at this rapist. Look at this pedophile. Paying people not to expose who he is. Paying this woman that he molested when she was 13 years old, paying her to shut her mouth. You know why she dropped that lawsuit.
Mm-hmm.
Money talk and BS walks. All right, read on.
A woman who accused Donald Trump of raping her 2 decades ago when she was a 13-year-old aspiring teen model has again dropped a federal lawsuit over the alleged assaults.
Wow, man. And her name is what again? Katie Johnson?
Katie Johnson.
Katie Johnson. You know, even though they probably played her off, you know, she still goes to sleep at night and had to look at this man on TV that took her virginity when she was 13 years old. This man's face haunts her, man. This super predator that had the nerve to call the greatest people on earth, which is my brother, the Mexicans, rapists. You damn hypocrite. You got hypocrites ruling over you, trying to correct you. This whole time, you should be correcting them. You should be over them. And this is why. Because we don't live like them. We don't live like them, man. They think it's okay to live like this. We know better. If there's a predator in our neighborhood and we know it, he better move. But in white society, all of them get down. Most of all of them get down. They support it. In our neighborhood, we know it's our pastor. We know it's our pastor that does it. But they let him slide because they think in their mind he's a man of God. The whole time you know he's not a man of God. You know your pastor's an Uncle Chester, just like this damn super predator, the Trumpster, man. Huh? It's time to expose all these people that do these sexual misconducts, these sexual deviants. And if you don't expose them, guess what? Your child is next. Don't wait till your child is next, but that's what black people do. They wait till it happens to them to say something. Say something now, like me and my brother Sharad. Say something now. Open your mouth now. But you know what? You don't open your mouth because you support it until it happens to you. That's the sad thing about it. That's why I refuse to be Christian. Because I'm over my mouth. All right? Let's get that next article, Sharad. Then we're going to go into the scriptures.
Mm-hmm.
That third article about when Donald Trump, it's the last paragraph, if I'm not mistaken, when Donald Trump was speaking on the Mexicans about being rapists. This sexual predator telling his lies. so he can have the whole earth be against my people. Let's get on that. And he didn't do it not one time. He did it twice, probably more than that. It's a it's a special kind of reason, and it's the evil reason why Donald Trump hates Mexicans. You know, and it's not because of no rape or anything bad. It's because they're God chosen people. You understand? Just like black people. Anybody most of the people he trying to deport that he's attacking right now with ICE, they are God's chosen people. That's why he got something against them. You're better than them. You're better than white society. That's why he wants you out. You know? But let's read.
You said the last paragraph?
Yeah, he'll talk about the Mexicans like it was basically saying that how Donald Trump is using this him saying like the Mexicans are rapists. He's using that for everybody to be against them, you know. But it's nothing new. This been going on how they try to label colored people, black and brown people, rapists, so they can have, you know, the whole America to be against them and support him, you know, and support their cause. It's
Might
the
be this
last
one.
prayer. You see it? Yeah.
Might be this. It says Donald Trump doesn't care about rape victims
That's right.
or potential rape victims,
Uh-huh.
whether they're white, women, or Central American migrants who have formed a caravan to escape that fate. He's simply willing to twist the very real fear of a very real crime that doesn't discriminate by race or country into a racist projection against immigrants that misinforms voters, further victimizes the disenfranchised, and drives an even bigger wedge between cultures. And to do all of that for political gain is quite frankly the most inhumane thing of all.
That's right. He's doing this because it's all about culture. It's all about white society being over the whole earth, you know, and making sure they stay on top. It don't have nothing to do with rape victims. You know why? Because look at what he does.
Right.
He's a sexual predator, you know, a super predator that preys on weak women that's 13 years old. You know, he has 25 women saying that he tried to rape them, and I bet you most of them are white. If all of them ain't white, he just don't only oppress Mexicans, he oppresses white people as well, his own people. Because why? He doesn't care. He's a super predator of the earth. You know? Yeah. So I done brought out my evidence. Let's go to the scriptures. You know, let's get Hebrews 12 and 16. Baba Kashaw. And Sharadazar, can you pull up on your phone where it says it's a word called immediate gratification?
Okay.
Yeah. Immediate gratification. I want everybody to stick with this word. Immediate gratification. All right. You got to have it now. You ever seen that J.G. Whitworth J.G. Whitworth commercial where he says, "My money, I need it now."
Right.
Yeah, you got to have it now. You don't care what it takes. You got to have it. You don't care about your reputation that you're president. You know, this 13-year-old woman, you know, not my bad, 13-year-old girl, not woman, girl, you want to have that box right now.
Mm.
She looks good, and you don't care about her age, and you don't care about who you are on this earth and your reputation and your name being great. You just care about this particular moment to satisfy your flesh. That's your president, this damn super predator. But guess what? Your president that called himself, you know, a good man, this man is a super predator. and
Right.
he is the offspring of a super predator called Esau, the Edomites in the Bible. All right, and God speaks about them. He speaks about their history, their character, and what they will do on the earth and what they will promote, and not to be like them. It's in the book of Hebrews. So let's get into it, Sharatazah.
Says Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 16.
Uh-huh.
Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau,
Mm.
who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
Man, white society, founding father Esau, he was coming out of the field, faint. And our forefather Jacob, who was Esau's twin brother, younger twin brother, was cooking up some stew that was not done. It was a raw meat with lentils. And we know how white society love raw meat. They eat a steak raw. They don't like it. They don't like it well done like we do. All right. And Esau said, "Man, give me that stew, man. I don't care if it ain't done. I don't care if that meat ain't raw. Let me get it." And I found the forefather say, "Hey, give me that birthright." He was like, "I don't care about that birthright. I want to eat now. You can have it." And why did he do that? Because these pilgrims, these Edomites, white society don't care about nothing that's spiritual. They care about the flesh. They care about satisfying their bellies, their physical needs and desires. They are very carnal. And that's why they are the super predators of the earth. They wanted America so bad that they lied to the Native American Indians about their intentions. And they slaughtered them with the sword. 77 million Native American Indians. And guess what? They went to Africa because they did not want to work, and they went and got us. And 99 million Negroes died coming over here from the shores of Africa on the Atlantic Ocean, man. You know, because they wanted America so bad. And look at now. Look what they're doing now. They're still oppressing us, man, because they want to keep somebody else's possessions so bad. They don't care what it takes, and they don't care what shame comes to them, man. Just like their father Esau, man. They want immediate gratification. Did you look that up, Sharatazah? Immediate gratification?
Gone. I got the definition.
Go ahead and read.
Immediate gratification. Immediate gratification, also known as instant gratification, refers to the desire to experience pleasure or satisfaction without delay.
Without delay. And that's white society, man. They don't care what kind of consequence and punishment from God they was going to face, because they don't believe in God. They don't believe in nothing that's spiritual, man. They believe in their bellies. That's all they believe in. And that's why they are the super predators of the earth. And that's why black people must separate from them, because you can't be like them. You're going to die being like them. They don't die. They become great off being super predators. All right? You can be a Christian all you want, but you got to understand who's really the people that spread this Christianity and get rich off Christianity and become big off Christianity. Was it the KKK Christians? Didn't they prey on black people? Huh? And didn't they make America great by praying, by being super predators on black people? Didn't the slave masters rape our women and rape men on the plantation and became great? And now they offspring is living off that old plantation money, off their forefathers being super predators. You better understand the truth, man, and come out of that church. That's the beginning of black people becoming great, separating from that Christian church, man. Because your pastor is a super predator and he supports America, and America are super predators. White society of America, or no matter where you go, are super predators to black and brown people, man. Understand that. But with that, you got anything you want to bring out, Shabbat?
La, sir.
All right. That's my class, man. This is I.S.U.K. Florida History and News. I'm preaching Officer of 1,000 Tamayam. And my main man, Officer of 1,000, Shabbat Halak, man. Shalom.
Shalom.